guys, it's the Christmas season again, and now I'm going to be reviewing some Christmas movies that I like to watch every year during Christmas, much like how I did with the Halloween movies. Like, how fun was that? And those Halloween movie reviews are up. Go check those out if you want to, but right now, let's talk about 2018's The Grinch. Now, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was hyped, because we haven't gotten a Grinch movie since the Ron Howard, Jim Carrey, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I love that movie. That's my favorite Christmas movie. I watch it every year. So when I saw 2018, the Grinch movie was coming out, when with Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch, I was hyped. Especially with Illumination at the helm, because Illumination has some great ass animation. And you're probably asking why. Hey Jesse, why do you like the Grinch so much? He's just a green, chubby old man who is an introvert. And yeah, I like the Grinch because I just think he's silly. A green guy who's rude to people, that's silly. He's a silly goose. And I fucking love him. So even though this movie's divided between fans of movies, I thought it was good. I had a lot of enjoyment in it, and I can always come back to this every year and give it a watch. Like this year, I watched it recently, and I had a nice time. A nice time with my nephews, and that was fantastic. That's what made it worthwhile. Plus the animation, man. Animation, I think I just love Illumination's animation, because the animation here, all the Christmas lights, all the Christmas decorations, the snow, everything, wow, looked fantastic. Especially the scene with the supermarket, it was fantastic animation. But even though the Grinch could be lacking as a character a bit in this movie, I don't really mind. I just see this as like the other side of the coin, like with the Ron Howard Grinch movie and this Grinch movie. I just see the Jim Carrey Ron Howard movie as the crazier, more heartwarming side, and this one as like the kid-friendly, yeah, still heartwarming side, but like the kid-friendly, kiddish side, if that makes any sense. But that is really the only gripes I hear about this movie, is that the Grinch is like, this is not really acting like a Grinch. He's just acting like an old bastard who just acts like an asshole to people just because he wants to, and he's introverted. He doesn't really seem like a Grinch because he's still doing nice things here and there. Like when we think about the Grinch, we think about an evil bad guy who's rude all the time. But no, this movie, like, it's more kid friendly, and that wasn't terrible for me. But again, I understand where people are coming from. Like, I don't think this Grinch is that great either, but I still like him. I still enjoy watching him. And the Cindy Lou Who story was better handled in the other movie, because this movie, their relationship is not really here. She just sees him at one encounter because she bumps into him, and then later she figures out, oh, he stole Christmas and he was in my house. I'm going to invite him to dinner later. It's because he said he's sorry. Like, it just shows the audience that she is only doing this because the script tells her to. It's because, like, this guy was in her house touching all her stuff. You should be sending Grinch to the Whoville police. And the reason the Grinch hates Christmas in this movie is not really a bad reason. He just never had anyone to celebrate it with. He was an orphan. He lived in orphanages most of his life until he went to Mount Crumpet and made his own house and got his own dog, Max. So I think I liked it more in the Ron Howard, Jim Carrey movie, which I think is the more superior movie, because, yeah, Grinch in that movie got bullied. He ran away. He had nothing, nobody, because he wanted to be like that. And then when he was invited to the Whobilation, he was getting accepted. He was feeling like he was getting accepted, and he had people to celebrate it with. And then it all went crashing down for him because they started acting like assholes again, the Who's. And then he just lost his mind. And I was like, whoa, that is insane, because Grinch just loses his shit and goes crazy all over the Whoville. And in this movie, should have had a better story woven throughout, like showing why really he hates Christmas, and just not doing a bunch of filler, otherworldly stuff. Because, like, the other part of this movie is Cindy Lou Who trying to take care of her mother and hang out with her friends, the little kids in Whoville, and trying to catch Santa Claus. And that's just a bunch of filler. I did not want to see that. And most people didn't really want to see, they wanted to see good Grinch stuff. And the movie needs to get to a point A to point B, because that's when he steals Christmas. Actually, no. Cindy Lou Who, being a great daughter and taking care of her mom and asking for Santa Claus so she can get a break, That's a very nice, heartwarming story. I thought that was really nice to see a kid try to give something back to the parent for once. But Cindy Lou Who hanging out with his Stranger Things friends, no, I did not really need to see that. It did not need to be woven out as much as it did. It needed to have more Grinch in there, more reason, like building up the relationship more, because that's one of the big things in the old movie and also the short film that came out before it years ago in like the 90s. Cindy Lou Who and the Grinch's relationship. And they did it more in the Ron Howard movie. I understand that, but like here, come on, they could have went for making a better relationship for this Grinch guy and its little Who. And Benedict Cumberbatch does what he can with this Grinch movie because he's not really given much to do, but he's giving it his all in all the scenes. You could tell by his voice because every time he wants to like go out and get food in Whoville or do something, he's always like, "Hey Max, let's go do our thing in Whoville and be dicks to people." Hey. So I did appreciate that the Benedict Cumberbatch is doing his best with the Grinch, and that's fantastic to me. Grinch and Cindy Lou Who and probably her mom do the best performances in this movie. For what they're given, the rest are just Who's that celebrate Christmas and say stupid one-liners and just be like Christmas crackheads, basically. They don't really do much. And who can blame the Who's? Like every year, Christmas time, they go hard with the decorations and the lights. I would like to experience Christmas one day in this place, if that were possible. In the end, guys, I like this movie. I enjoy this movie because this is a nice Christmas movie for the family. And if you don't like it, that's fine. What do you call it? I just think this movie is second fiddle to the superior Grinch movie that came before it. So I'm giving this movie a C. It's cute.